In a dusty attic, hidden beneath forgotten books and time-worn furniture, lay a notebook that had been untouched for decades. It wasn't much to look at, a plain, leather-bound book with frayed edges and a fading spine. But what it contained was far more than anyone could have imagined. For inside its pages, a forgotten mind had scribbled down calculations and formulas that seemed to defy the very laws of science as we know them. The year was 1952. The scientist who had written the notebook was a recluse, a brilliant but largely unknown mathematician who spent his days in isolation, buried in complex theories that most dismissed as nonsensical. He was far ahead of his time, his work dismissed as mere eccentricities. Yet, in those pages, hidden away in the attic of a small European home, he had unlocked equations that could have revolutionized the world. As the manuscript passed from one unsuspecting hand to another, its significance grew clearer. The calculations were unlike anything seen before, predicting phenomena that hadn't been discovered yet, foretelling technologies that were still decades away from even being imagined. It was as if the scientist had peered into the future, seeing the rise of computers, artificial intelligence, and quantum mechanics long before they became reality. But there was something haunting about the manuscript, something unsettling. The further the formulas were analyzed, the more questions arose. How had this man, so far removed from the scientific community, created something so groundbreaking? Was it a stroke of genius or an eerie glimpse into a reality that shouldn't have been? The pages of the notebook seemed to pulse with the weight of lost time. It was as though the very ink on the paper had been waiting to be discovered, to be understood by minds that could finally make sense of it. But as the scientist's name remained shrouded in mystery, so did the true meaning of his work. Was it a gift of foresight or a warning that had been hidden away? In the end, the notebook raised more questions than answers, a puzzle that would never quite be solved. But one thing was clear. Sometimes, genius is born in the quietest of corners, and history's forgotten minds may hold the key to unlocking the future. If this story resonated with you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Leave a comment below and help the channel grow.